Hi, my name's Craig Fear. I'm a nutritional therapist. I'm the author of the 30-Day Heartburn Solution. I was recently interviewed where I answered some basic questions about my book, about heartburn, how you can stop heartburn through diet instead of drugs. So I hope you learned something from these questions and I hope you enjoy them.
Craig, who is Weston Price and what does he have to do with stopping heartburn?
Yeah, Weston Price. So I explain the life of and the research of Dr. Weston Price in the book, and I always like to explain what he did when I'm talking about why we want to eat a certain way, because I think what his research really puts in context what we should eat and why. You know, there's just so much controversy out there about what to eat. Everyone's got these pushing these different diets and these different philosophies. When I explain to people Weston Price, most people feel like, I finally get it. Like, I've come home, I feel like this makes sense to me, this is logical, and this is how I'm gonna start to kind of eat for the rest of my life. And so he was a dentist who lived in the first part of the 20th century. He was seeing a huge increase in cavities and dental problems in his patients, especially children. And of course, this was a time when processed foods started becoming more available and more common. We started having more supermarkets. We're slowly kind of replacing family farms and these kind of traditional food ways. And so what he did when he felt food was a primary influence, these dietary shifts in modern cultures was a primary influence in the dental problems he was seeing. When he retired in the 1930s, he traveled all over the world. And he sought out the most isolated traditional cultures he could find that were 100% on their native diets. And he made the connection between their native diets, their traditional diets, and their good dental health. And he found very low rates of dental problems, of cavities. He found that they didn't need any dentists in these cultures. And he found overall good health. And what he found was even though on the surface, these cultures, maybe their diets were different, obviously, cultures more towards the poles were eating differently than tropical cultures. Even though on the surface their diets looked different, underneath the surface they were all doing the same things. And what I explain in the book is I kind of I call it what I call the 5 real food pillars of what he found. And these 5 pillars, when we start to incorporate these things into our diet, we don't have to, be a farmer or go be a hunter-gatherer. We can do these things very easily in modern life. When we start to make these changes and bring in these 5, what I call real food pillars, that Dr. Weston Price found in all these traditional cultures around the globe, our health starts to change dramatically. And it'll dramatically help heartburn, GERD, other digestive symptoms, and they're just so important for good overall health, good overall digestive health. And it's not rocket science, it's so very, very simple.